Hey, what's up, guys? This is the Match 9 to 5, and as you all know, it's Saturday and it's the fantasy fight review of today, and it's the first episode. So I really welcome all the suggestions, all the feedback you guys can give. Plus, I really appreciate the comments, the subscribing, and the like, whatever you guys do. So keep on doing it, and thanks a lot. So without further ado, let's get on with it. So first of all, congratulations to raptorperegrine for submitting this first ever topic to this episode: Minato Namikaze versus Uchiha Itachi. So first of all, let's discuss the speed versus the Mangekyo Sharingan. I mean, although Minato's speed is really fast, I mean, even Itachi, when he would go up against Minato for the first time, it would be really difficult for Itachi to maneuver or read through Minato's speed. But then again, as we all know, that Minato's speed is dependent upon his jutsu formulas and that kunai knives. So Itachi, if he may figure out the secret behind Minato's speed, he may be able to control or calculate his jutsus or the timings of Minato's teleportation. Thereby Itachi and Minato are really going to have this big epic fight, because the Mangekyo Sharingan may be able to see through Minato all the time, and Minato would be so fast that he can actually plant many jutsu formulas or many kunai knives anywhere near Itachi, or even plant the jutsu formula on Itachi himself. One more thing, will Itachi be able to hit Minato with the Amaterasu? As we all know, Amaterasu can only be employed by Itachi. As we have seen, Itachi only employs it when he is under real pressure or when the fight's getting really dirty. So if that situation arises, I guess Minato would be able to dodge the Amaterasu just like the Raikage did with Sasuke. And since Minato is really fast, so Amaterasu may look avoidable in Minato's case. Then we come to the genjutsu part of it. As we all know, Itachi's genjutsu is so strong, but when you look at him, when you have this conversation before the fight, okay, let's do it, you're under the genjutsu already. So will Minato figure out that he is under a genjutsu? Because if he does, he knows how to counter a genjutsu or to get out of it. But then again, Tsukiyome or a normal genjutsu might hinder Minato's abilities or the speed of Minato. Two things that I was concerned about is Minato's chakra nature. I mean, we don't know what kind of chakra nature Minato possessed. Many would argue that it was the wind style because he can produce the Rasengan. But then again, even Jiraiya can produce the Rasengan, and his chakra nature is fire style. Considering that Minato's chakra nature is wind style, then he is at an obvious disadvantage, because Itachi's fire style can actually conquer the wind style. So as we all know, that Itachi is really adapted to fire style jutsu, that we have all seen when he went up against Sasuke, the fire style jutsus that he employed. And plus his taijutsu is also really commendable. And as we all know, Minato's taijutsu is at a level where it actually stacks up with his ability to teleport himself at different or various locations. As we all saw when he went against Tobi, the way he was fighting him, that actually depicts that Minato is also adapted to taijutsu. Now, now summarizing all this, we can actually see that Itachi's only weakness could be speed of Minato, or and the timing also. If Minato gets his timing right and he gets the Rasengan to Itachi, obviously Itachi may have some coping up to do. And one more thing, Minato's weakness may be Itachi's Susanoo. As we all know, Susanoo is that defense, that 100% absolute defense that he employs against situations where he is completely surrounded, or where he is facing a jutsu that has almost no counter to. So Minato may have a really hard time facing that Susanoo. Although I don't know if anyone can get inside the Susanoo like from underground. Like, you have this skeleton surrounding you. Well, and what if you go really under and just jab out, and there you are, just standing there surrounded by the Susanoo, just the two of you. And I'm not trying to make it a really romantic scene, but I guess that is possible, or maybe not. So you guys tell me if Susanoo is one main thing that may make Itachi beat Minato at his own game. Minato versus Itachi may result into a draw, or it may be like a situation in which Minato is behind Itachi, and he's like, Itachi-san, it's over. But then Itachi finishes the genjutsu and he says that I have never fought anyone like you. It was a draw, but it was really good. I really had the fight of my life. One more thing, that if Itachi employs Izanami or Izanagi, then Minato is a total goner. Although Izanagi or Izanami, they may fail, as Izanami is that thing which decides fate, that puts you in a loop, and putting into a loop, Minato may be able to counter that. Like, he would know what he is going up against, what's happening, what the chain of events is leading to. So Minato may be able to break the Izanami just like Kabuto can't do, because Kabuto is not accepting defeat. What if Minato for that time being accepts defeat that results in the Izanami being shattered, and then Minato goes on for the offense. Although I don't think that there would be any need of the Izanagi or Izanami. I mean, Itachi wouldn't be willing to lose an eye for that battle, because for once, that battle, if it were that intense, I mean, their lives were on the line, or there may be some crisis on their war or on their fight, just like Kabuto versus Itachi. Obviously, Itachi had to stop Kabuto, or else the whole war would have been won by Kabuto and Madara and also the Edo Tensei guys. So I guess Minato's weakness is the Izanami, Izanagi, or the Susanoo, and Itachi's only weakness seems to be the speed of Minato, which obviously, as we all know, Minato's super weapon, the ultimate weapon of Minato, is his speed. Now, the reason this fight cannot occur, because as we all know, we have seen that episode at the time of the Nine Tails attack. Itachi is just a little kid, like he's just 6 to 7 years old, whereas Minato is a total adult. If Itachi actually grows up and Minato would have survived the Nine Tails attack, or some sort of story had followed, Itachi and Minato may have collided or exchanged blows inside the academy, or during the Konoha restoration, or whatever you guys want to make the situation. But for once, I think that would have been a friendly fight, because if the Nine Tails attack would have been survived by the fourth Hokage, the Uchiha clan massacre wouldn't have been there in the first place. So I guess Minato and Itachi would have that friendly fight rather than that enemy really hating fight. So I guess that's this fight for now, and let's move on to the other fight. So the next fight is given by the White Masked Sage, and he says Tobi Uchiha versus Madara Uchiha. Let's be clear on one thing. Tobi will not defeat Madara Uchiha. I mean, just think about it. The masked guy, only his jutsu is somewhat fire style and that space-time jutsu. But Madara Uchiha, I mean, you've got to be kidding me. Perfect Susanoo versus the Gedo Mazo. Who would actually triumph? I mean, the perfect Susanoo cuts through mountains, and let's just say the Gedo Mazo is the Ten Tails. So that would be the counter that Tobi can get for the perfect Susanoo. But I think since Tobi will have too much of his concentration on the Gedo Mazo along with his own body, Madara Uchiha would be able to pulverize Tobi in almost no time at all. I mean, he can go all the space-time he wants, but Madara will figure out his weakness, just like Kakashi did. I mean, obviously Madara has the brains of an intelligent guy. I mean, he would eventually figure out that Tobi's space-time jutsu is also one jutsu, and the way he is teleporting himself to another dimension and all that just because of his Sharingan. And obviously, let's not forget the power of the Rinnegan that both of these people possess. Obviously, Tobi doesn't have that much of an adaptation to the Rinnegan. He doesn't know much of the powers, how to use them and when to use them. Maybe he does, maybe not. But Madara Uchiha, obviously, he knows what to do, how to combine the power of the Sharingan and the Rinnegan. The meteor thing that he pulls off, and the perfect Susanoo, the wood clones. I mean, Madara can easily beat the crap out of Tobi. I mean, it's so easy that it would be just finished in like 1 to 2 minutes. I mean, that's it. The Susanoo would actually pulverize Tobi. He may go space time, then Madara comes just behind him and does the fire style jutsu, and it's bound to hit him at one point or another, and Madara will eventually figure out what his weakness and what his strengths are. So I guess this fight could be won easily by Madara Uchiha. I guess, guys, that's it for episode 1 of the Fantasy Fight Reviews. Do leave your suggestions and your comments and tell me what to improve in this series of the Fantasy Fights. So I guess that's it for today. Take care, guys. Bye.